Hi, it's Maxine,
Zico
and Conor,
and this is Slice of Pie,
a podcast where young people chat to musicians and guests about things we care about.
And on today's episode, we are talking about support as young musicians and also getting to know the host.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
We ready to rock?
I think we're rocking.
Cool. Are we rolling now? Cool. So how's everyone doing? How are you, Zico?
I'm blessed. I'm having a great day so far.
How's your week been?
My week. It's been its ups and downs, you know.
Really?
Yeah. What about you, though?
Kind of a bit stressed out because I'm planning my EP launch, which is I've got a few weeks to do that. So I'm kind of like heart pumping, but it'll be good.
Are you excited to let the whole world know?
Yeah, finally. I've been trying to release music for so long, so it's going to be so nice to finally just share it with people. I'm 23 now. It feels like I'm getting old now in the music scene. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just...
No, you're young. Because most people blow later on in their life, innit? Don't you think? Cause,
I don't really know. It depends.
You know when you look at big celebrities like Drake, for example, or Kanye West.
They're all doing their thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not like a time limit to when you get exposed to
and everyone's got their own story and journey, isn't it? It's not just like straight away. But I don't know, I guess some people blow straight away, like at Billie Eilish, she was 17.
Yeah, but sometimes you're not ready for that.
Yeah, that's what I sometimes feel like. I keep saying to myself, I want success, I want fame. And then I'm like, am I ready to have that yet? And I don't 100% think I am, inside, so.
But that's what comes with the fame.
Yeah.
The challenges, I think, really and truly. Benny, what's happening with your week?
What's my week been? It's been all right. It's been pretty busy, a bit stressful. But
you went to a few gigs, right?
Yeah, I went to a couple. I think I went to 4 last week.
Damn. How do you know about these gigs there?
Well, they're just at music venues, or I've been working.
You work in them, yeah.
Oh.
I worked 2 of them.
So tell us a bit about what you do at your work, Conor.
So I've been learning to be a live sound engineer at the Ramsgate Music Hall. It's been really good. And it's just that I've been also doing stuff elsewhere with Sammy, who books there.
Well, that's cool. So, guys, anything that's inspired you this week or irritated you? Maybe I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
So I was watching on Netflix, Kanye's new documentary.
Oh, I love it.
Conor, you might not agree with me this.
Well, me and Zico watched
you came around.
You watched it. Did you see? It's not too bad, right?
It's all right, yeah.
You had to watch it from the beginning to get where.
Yeah. I watched half of the first episode.
But after that, I was looking on his Instagram, and he's released this stem player. And why I want to talk about it is just so inspiring, because basically now he's only releasing his second album, Donda 2, on this stem player, because streaming services like Spotify, they take all your money. We get pennies as artists, right? So he's actually releasing this music on this sort of platform of his to share music. So I think that's pretty inspiring.
Then you have to think about it. Someone with that such high level of profile, do they really need to do that?
But it's just making a voice. It's a voice. So we, the followers, are like, shit, I can also, because I can go release my music on that too. I don't need to
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so
it's
not just
other artists, and you can remix songs on there and stuff. Yeah.
So it's I
think it's more of a cry out. Yeah, it's
tidal wave, the little thing. Yeah, they charge
isn't that Jay-Z's?
I don't know, but I saw it. I was like, oh, let me just download it. Downloaded it, and it's a subscription thing like Spotify, but there's no easy way to put it. But there's no free version of it. Yeah. So then
they probably charge a lot because they're paying them properly.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is good, but YouTube is free.
Exactly. Plug YouTube.
Yeah. See, I don't mind an ad or two though. Do you have Spotify Premium?
Yeah, I do.
I actually don't.
See, I don't either, because it's the same on the computer.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
because sometimes I listen to Spotify, sometimes I listen to YouTube. I love watching videos as well.
Yeah, there's so much stuff what goes behind just one individual song.
Yeah,
which is beautiful, because we're all creatives in different aspects, and we produce one outcome.
Yeah, exactly. But I've heard from so many artists that going back to the Spotify thing and releasing all this digital age and streaming, the artist isn't making any money from that. What would you say about that, Conor?
I'd have to agree with you, really. There isn't any money in it anymore, and even vinyl.
So where's it going to go in the future? How are we going to get them pennies?
Unless you're massive, there's no money. I think that if Kanye were, because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
If it's a new streaming service and he's putting money into it and putting his album on there and getting other people on there to pay them properly, then it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It just depends on what his goal with it is.
Yeah. It's really interesting to see where the future's going to hold for artists like us. We're up and coming artists, and going back to the ethos that we're we want to speak about on this show, like supporting the local artists and stuff, you know, we need that support as up and coming musicians, don't we? And that's why it's been so good to work together, work with Pie Factory, the Emerging Artists program that we're all a part of, to like, you know, be included and get our music out there and be heard and collaborate, isn't it?
Exactly. But it's like we as one, like, decide on where our future is.
Yeah.
Because the support helps us get there.
Yeah.
But we all have to visualize the same destination.
Yeah, so true. But like you said earlier, you made a really good comment, like, you have to support local and support your friends and support other aspiring musicians.
Exactly.
And like, not just the big artists that are selling all these, you know, out arenas. What about like this guy down the road that's like busting James Blake on the guitar? You know what I'm saying? Like at the local pub, you've got to.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like when you see people, especially on social media, reposting big time people that doesn't really need that limelight, but wouldn't see someone that they see on their Instagram that they truly was like, oh, see that guy, yeah?
Yeah.
He's got talent, yeah? I love that. And they won't even post it or repost you or tag you. There's so many people.
It's a little bit salty sometimes. It's like people don't want to see you do good, isn't it?
Especially when they know that you came from the same place.
Yeah, so true.
Because
Especially
it'll be
a small
someone
place
from
like
bloody Manchester. They see your stuff and they're like, I love ya.
Yeah.
You need to do this, yeah, constantly showing love to your craft.
Yeah.
But someone who's literally in Ramsgate or wherever you live in Kent, one of your friends or so-called friends wouldn't even do the same thing.
Yeah.
Or gash you up to the same level.
Well, our message to you listeners out there is to just support your local artists, your friends. If they're artists, they're musicians, if they're just doing what they're doing and they're loving it, just go show them some support, give them a like, a share. It just means the world to them and also us. So yeah, Conor, what has been your irritation of the week?
I've got a few probably. I'm just
Go on. You're just going to get out a long list now.
I'll try and keep it
top five.
Top 5.
Or top 3 if you want to.
People being disorganised. That's really annoys me.
Oh gosh.
Can you relate to someone? Can you not say their name?
It's not specific people. It's just generally like over, not even just my week, just like, well, there's been examples, but like makes things stressful for other people if it's not organised properly. Just generally people probably. Like, like I've been working a new job and like, I just...
They might see this. Like, be careful on the words, you know?
I'm not saying the job is bad. I'm just saying, like, customers. Like, I just don't...
Are you working in, like, what, hospitality? Oh, my gosh. You don't have to say nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't.
That is enough said.
You have to make it the funnest as it can be when you're in that situation. Because if you just make everything get to you, then, 10 times longer. Yeah. Everything's long.
Yeah. Okay, second irritation of the week.
That was...
the third one.
Oh, third. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because you went to a gig as well. So for anyone who irritated you there or certain things.
This just sounds like we're rinsing everybody. This is not what this is about. It's just...
You know, it's calling out everyone on the planet who annoys me. It was a weird crowd at one of the gigs I went to. Like, I wasn't expecting it. It was kind of a mix of... Like, it was a really weird...
A weird vibe.
Yeah, which wasn't a bad thing. Like, the gig was really good.
Yeah,
it was really different.
What are your guys' feelings? Like, you know, when you do turn up to a gig and it is like really a weird mix of people, but sometimes it works and you're like, why am I just busting moves with a 50-year-old man? And it's just like, it is working. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, sometimes it works, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in clubs as well. Because there's this one guy I keep on seeing down in Click, yeah.
You are not down in Click.
Yeah, it's Click.
Oh my God.
Click. Man,
I'm walking out right now.
I'm telling you, there's this one old brother, he skanks out differently. Like, he's just, everyone's around him, I'm just hyping him up. He's just jiggling down and it's like, no one cares about age. It just works nicely.
That's so funny.
Like, I can imagine me being a granddad, going to a rave and busting out the moves.
That's
a 1-2 step. Naughty.
Right, where should we take him?
Should we do inspiration?
Yeah.
I was inspired, gee.
Seeing results, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like, now I've learned to kind of like let go of things. So I know it's a weird one. It's not like something has inspired me. But in terms of music, I'm always like, I have to do music. I have to make sure I do it every week. But I've kind of just let go of it now and like looked at it from a different perspective. Like, I get to do music and I'm not forcing myself. Like, I have to do it every night at this time. It's like when I feel inspired to do it. And then now it's actually just running and I'm not doing anything.
That's really...
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm like, okay, bro, slow down a bit. But yeah, it's good.
Because there's no reason to be like comparing yourself and what you
Oh
should
my
be
God, I
doing.
was really, but like, I've been really bad like that. Especially like, as a female musician, you're looking at people around you that are so successful and you're just like, well, what am I then? I'm just this singer from Ramsgate. But then, do you know what I mean? And
when you put yourself in a box, it's very much hard to break
and
out of it.
I'm so against labels as well. So, you know, like in the music industry, you have to have this certain, I don't know, sound and image, right? And then I probably even fit into one, even though I'm saying this, but so many times, like, managers would come to me and they're like, well, what's your direction, Maxine? Like, I love your demos and stuff like that, but what's your actual direction in music? And I'm like, well, I just love making the music that touches my soul. You know, what are you saying to me? Like, what's my direction in music? If this is good, if this sounds good, like, just trust me. But then I realize now I don't have to get other people to trust me if I have complete faith in what I'm doing myself. You know what I'm saying?
It's about that recognition, like, you have the power.
Yeah.
And the people around you can only support the power that you have.
Yeah. 100%.
To the next level. But
100%.
even you can do it. That's why it's so beautiful when you have that natural talent.
Yeah.
And then when you put other things into the natural talent, like, you've worked hard. So it's now good to understand that you can still work to the same standards, but just less of pressure.
Yeah, that's it.
So Zico, is there anything that has inspired you specifically as a young musician? Like
Yeah.
over your life even, not just recent?
I think the craziness of how people are coming up from out of the blue, especially when they're relatively young, is quite inspirational. Other people's success inspires me to be successful.
That's good.
When you get to understand, like, I've been watching this thing called Life. It's another podcast, Life of the CEO, or like something like that. Brilliant podcast. Like, it gets like people who are in the industry of like rich people, like CEOs and big corporations. And it was talking about one time about this guy who created Deliveroo. And it was just very inspirational to understand that it doesn't give a time period on when you become this successful or when your success comes towards you. What you do with your success is what you choose to do, but you never plan it. If you plan it too much, you can't really.
That's what I had to get out of my head. Like, oh, it's not going to, just because someone blew up at 20 years old, just doesn't mean that I have to as well. I could blow up at like 29, 30.
But then it's the definition of what you want.
And
as
exactly,
well.
Why do I even say I have to blow up? As long as I'm doing what I love every day, as long as I'm making music and being true to myself, then what else do I actually need? You know what I mean?
It was like something, it said like, you only need 10 people to support you, like to be wealthy in some respect. And
Yeah,
like,
you're so abundant and like,
you don't need like
you're so
1,000 people to do stuff for you. If someone bought something for you for this price and then someone else, there's 10 people invested £1,000 over a 12-month period.
You're already living.
You know what I'm saying? You're
100%.
living enough. You just have to live within inside your means to actually experience
100%.
true happiness in it. Like, I can be able to buy something without worrying my bank account. That's happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're so right. Wow, that's just really grounded me. Thank you for that. I just feel really like,
you know what I'm saying? Because think about yourself
honestly,
when you
thank
was younger, when you had to rely on people to buy you stuff, such as your parents or such as your carers, but you didn't have that sense of money. So then you was like, oh, I really wish I had this.
Yeah.
Now you have the money.
Yeah.
You want to wish that you have something else.
And we're always trying it more,
you're comparing
and it's just like,
yourself.
and it's like, actually, like, I've got clothes on. I had breakfast this morning. I've got my, flat.
Got a roof
I'm cool.
over your head.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
You're blessed.
Anything else is just an icing on top. It's a cherry on top.
Well, I want to give that a quick round of applause. That was really nice. So, Conor, growing up, what would you say your music experience and inspiration has been?
I think a big inspiration for me has been my support system, actually. Let's not even me trying to link it in again. Like, it is like my family, and my dad is really into music, and so is my mum. And I've always been going to gigs with my dad. And
is that how you got into music?
Yeah, I always kind of wanted to play guitar, but I would never have gone to a live show or thought about it when you were younger.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my dad. I think I went to my first one when I was 13.
That's cool.
I went to see some Irish folk band called The Gloaming.
That's good.
They're really good, really, really good. But I think my experience with music has been just through the live stuff for me. That's the most important stuff. You
love playing live?
Yeah.
You are a natural on stage. You were rocking.
When it goes well,
why do you like live performances for you personally?
I feel like that's the whole reason you play music. Like, I suppose it's different for different genres. Some people might do it for having that track that really,
or writing it, but
or the writing process. But I feel like that for me, the most fun bit is the cathartic nature of being on stage and playing stuff you've written to a crowd. And even if you do play it pretty badly, like it's still fun.
Yeah, I get you though. Like when I play live, it's different. Like, and just hearing other people like appreciate what you've created, and also just being up there, it's a different energy. You can be someone else. You can be not someone else, but you can
be yourself to the fullest extent.
Yeah,
I guess, because some people don't have to worry about that
like you don't you can be shy in real life, and then you can be like going on stage and be this big hella rock star. Like look at what was his name from Queen, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, like look in all interviews he was like da da da, and then as soon as he gets on stage, a character throughout history, and it's like they're just yeah. You did definitely give me Freddie vibes at the gig.
Yeah.
And those pants were
outfit,
cool.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
My mum was just talking about you for that. She's like, yeah, I just love that guy before. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was really cool. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we had a gig recently, and what was it for? Oh, it was for, oh gosh, I'm terrible. Conor, what was it for?
Want Some Music, which is our record label that we've set up with Pie Factory Music, which obviously this podcast is a part of.
Yeah, and we're all a part of the Emerging Artists program, and we kind of put together Want Some Music. So it is a label, a local label in the area, and we're just looking for up and coming artists. Do you want to read a bit of the...
Yeah, we've got the... Zico's actually wearing the Want Some Music t-shirt.
I'm representing today. I'm wearing it. It feels comfortable. So yeah, we're just...
Read a bit of the quote on the back.
Yeah, read my back.
What's that? Is that our...
We've got our motto.
Our motto, that's it.
A tidal wave of musical talent, emerging artists reset the agenda, create space and opportunity together. Passion, inclusion, a platform for promotion. For the unsigned to be seen, be themselves, lift up, rise, guide creativity, making sounds, making waves, Want Some Music, the channel into the sound of young Kent.
Wow, I love that.
Now that's going to be like the tagline.
That is going to be it. I love that. So yeah, if anyone is listening to this and you're like an emerging artist or you want to send us your music, then we've got social media, right? It's at Want Some Music. I think
so.
I hope it is. If not, we'll plug it somewhere.
Yeah, if not, we'll overdub.
We'll overdub. And then also, yeah, just send music, tag us in stuff that you're releasing because we'd love to hear it. And we just want to get loads of other aspiring young artists involved, isn't it? And
we're just here to create a community.
Yeah, and again, support each other.
Exactly.
We can't stress that enough.
Like the whole. I know I just read it off there, but the whole aim of the label really is to give support to local artists who are probably too young or don't understand how the labels work, or
oh my gosh,
because you can't know it without doing it.
Exactly.
Literally, before even going to uni and stuff, I would have no Scooby-Doo how to do any of that stuff. Do you like? I had to teach myself production because I just thought I would sit here and a producer would just fall into my lap. But no, I literally had to go home and do that stuff. And you have to. I didn't know how to set up a gig and promote gig and this sort of stuff, but you have to go and learn to do that. So that's what we're all here as well, to support each other. Like Zico's going to get on your track, you're probably going to get on Zico's and collaborate.
Me and Zico are already writing a song.
Oh, come on, what is it about?
I don't know, what is it about Zico? Being a rock star, wasn't it?
Yeah, rock star. Like the rock star lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It sounds really bad,
but you
but
could be a cool Zen rock star that loves yoga and like well-being too.
I've never seen I'm a rock star. I'd like to smoke a little bit of the good shit. And yeah, I don't know, but I was just like doing a flip script of the fact of a rock star.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think you haven't done music with live instruments before, have you?
Yeah, this is
so that's kind
experience.
Of we're just seeing how it goes.
And it's all about growth. Like I feel like as soon as you learn one thing, like I'm learning how to promote a gig, now I'm going to be able to help other people, and also I'll be able to do it again.
And then you can have that underneath your listing of like yourself,
of what I can do.
Portfolio.
And then you will work with Conor and have a guitar, you know, rap over a guitar, and then that's gonna like now all your tracks might have guitar in it. Do you know what I mean? Like
exactly. It's just all about learning.
Progression, yeah.
It's like if you're scared of doing something, that means you should do it.
Yeah.
Well, within reason. Yeah. I don't think it necessarily means you should definitely do it.
I love that. No, I agree with Zico here.
I don't know, because like...
I'm scared of jumping off this cliff, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm scared. Maybe if there's deep water underneath. But...
I mean like opportunities and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's one of the things with everything. We have to be ready to take these opportunities.
You have to try and push yourself.
I feel like the best things do come, though, from when you are... Like when you're scared to do it and then you do it and you're like, wow, even if you do it bad, you learn a lesson. And I feel lessons are so valuable, even mistakes, lessons, like so valuable. I'd rather do it than not do it. I live a life of regrets, isn't it? Is that a quote or something? Live, laugh, love.
But it's like in school, though, you're kind of taught that failure is a bad thing. That's basically what school drills into you.
Oh, God, don't get me started on the social and all of that.
But it does, though. It makes you think that failing is bad, when actually, a lot of the time, making a mistake will lead to
the best
better than
outcome.
If you get everything right your whole life, you'll never know how to deal with something wrong.
But there's no improvement as well.
Yeah.
You're just always getting it right. So it's going to be...
You'll probably be pretty depressed if you're perfect.
Trust you.
If you're not, you should be.
Guys, what can we... So, like, with the spirit of pie and want some music, what are we saying to the listeners at home?
What
can we give? What's our CTA? What's our call of action for you guys?
I think that our call to action for this week is for everyone to go out there and tag any musician friends they have and support them, and try and get in contact with us if you're from Thanet, which I'd assume most people are, but if not, Thanet is in Kent, in England.
We're a tiny little isle? Are we an isle?
Isle of the Dead.
Yeah.
No,
that's why Want Some Music came about. There's actually some river or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the river wants some.
Dried up river.
God, we're not selling it to them, are we?
I mean, we're very much alive.
So. Don't worry, Ramsgate Harbour in the summer looks like Saint-Tropez. So if you want to come here in the summer, you're more than welcome to.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And if you want to link us up, we've all got socials.
I think you can find it on Want Some
Pie Factory and Want Some, yeah. So... Cool.
To link a face with the
voice.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, guys, share some music with us. Tag us in gig stuff. We'd love to hear it. And if you want to send us any music, like to get on the label or work with us, we'll be more than down, because it's all about support here, baby.
Yeah. Check out the emails. Check out our socials, and have
a nice day.
Pie Factory Music is a youth charity in East Kent that gives young people access to creative opportunities and a community of support. Find us at piefactorymusic.com and on social media at Pie Factory Music. This podcast has been produced by Buddy Peace and generously supported by Ramsgate Radio.